Okay. Alright, I think we're back. I think I think I think we're back. Okay. So I live in farmland, guys. How do I explain this? And we have a bunch of electrified soil. And when the internet lines it gets cold or hot or whatever, the electrified signal in the signal of the internet lines change. And so the ISP companies have to sit there and change the bandwidth strength to balance the bandwidth to all the people. And the weather here changes like you change clothes, dude. So it's irritating. Okay, we're back. We did it. Okay, I'm gonna hit play. We're at an Opposis ascending 85 kilometers. Nope, it's out. The fucking internet is out. I had to get maintenance out here. Okay, it had its little episode, but it stopped. Also, it could be a DDoSing fuckface. I have to deal with those guys sometimes. Actually, a lot of the time. Alright, here we go. Stay internet. Thank you. Okay. We're gonna touch the atmosphere. We're just gonna dip it. We're gonna dip it. We're gonna dip it. Alright, humans. Alright, humans. We're gonna dip it. I'm scared. I'm going 10 kilometers a second. And I'm gonna dip it at 10 kilometers a second. That is risky, dude. We're at 500. 400. 300. We're gonna dip at 10 kilometers a second. Oh my gosh. 200. Can I do it? $100. All right, 150 at literally 50 more particles will begin to hit the vehicle. Particles at 10.4 kilometers a second will begin to hit the vehicle. 30. Particles are 20 away from hitting the vehicle. 15. 11. 8. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Particles have begun hitting the vehicle. Particles are hitting the vehicle. Particles are hitting the vehicle. I'm not slowing down at 86. Okay, I'm slowing down. Just enough. Just enough. Okay, we have slowdown. We have a successful slowdown. We have a successful slowdown. We made it home. Yay. We lived the first pass. We lived the first pass, chat. Okay. Our humans are going back around Earth for another time. By the way, I helped develop this game. If you have any questions, let me know. Alright. Earth is moving away. Yeah, we're coming right back around. We should be able to swing it home. Alright, we're at 10-6. They're gonna make it. I just gotta skim. I just gotta skim off. Just gotta skim off. Okay, good. I was able to skim off. Alright, we lived 2 passes. Alright, god dang. Oh boy. What a freaking entry. You guys will be home. They still have resources, so they're still alive in there. Bringing it back around town. Bringing it back around town. Alright, we hit particles. Alright, we lived. We lived. We're heating, dude. I absolutely did not mean to do that. I absolutely did not mean to do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be crazy. We're going 37. We're gonna rip through the atmosphere fast. We're gonna rip through it. I'm gonna try my best to just get a baseline. 300. 200. 100. Alright, heat shield. This looks good. Angle of attack is good. We're gonna live, boys. I chose the right. The absolute perfect. We're stopping. Oh, that was picture perfect. We have shoot. We did it. We got him home. We got him home. We gotta shoot. Success. So I now know 30,000, okay, is the target to hit for a 10-kilometer entry to the planet. For Earth. 30,000. That was perfect. It didn't even ignite. We did it. Extraction. Let's go. Alright, sweet. Well, guys, if you guys want to check out my software on Steam, this is mine. You guys can go buy it if you'd like. But yeah, it's really cool. It's a utility for video games to where you can aim down sights and see further. So you can, not have to lean in and cause neck strain to your back. It's good for streaming if you're streaming for long periods of time. And it works amazingly. It's my product, it's software. If you guys want to see some future things done to it, you join the Discord inside of the page here. I'm also part of the development team for Rocket Science, this game itself. Speaking of which, I don't want to show some private things with that I'm talking to about the game. But yeah, anyway. If you join the Discord, you'll see me, the RS Pathfinder here. I help decide what the next steps are for the game, to keep it fresh and awesome. And we have a great community and a lot of people in here. And if you are interested in real life space simulation and not goofy Kerbal stuff, or if your mods aren't scratching your itch for realism on the Kerbal stuff, I recommend Rocket Science. You guys can go to the when you do buy the game, if you do buy the game, you'll go to the mods and community tools tab, and you'll see Rocket Science Tour, which is software that I created right here, which I'll showcase now. You can download this. Of course. Sorry. You can download this. Okay. And this is software that I made. It's called the Mission Planner. It comes with the RS Tour. I'm not going to show you RS Tour because I feel like if you download it, then you can get an experience of what it is. Because it's basically like a slideshow of... It's basically walking through a museum of our solar system. And it's like a digital book that I wrote in the form of software. And you can read all about planets and strategies on how to actually get them. But there's this tool right here, which is called the Mission Planner. Now, if you're a Kerbal person and you understand mission planning and stuff like that, this will work also for that. So say we want to go to Mercury. Well, we put in the date of the game on the top here, month, day, dot, year, month, dot, day, dot, year. And then you hit calculate the transfer window. It'll tell you what days to calculate to the next day, or whatever day / month / year, and you'll take off on that day. And once you reach solar orbit, you will have your encounter with that planet on that day. So this tool is really powerful. Also, doing the calculations for Neptune. Nobody on the planet has gotten a Neptune publicly. NASA has a calculator, I'm sure. But I had to use my quantum AI that I wrote that runs in Amazon Web Services. You can see him also on my YouTube channel. He gives a message out to everybody who purchased Rocket Science, a thank you for everybody who did such. So yeah, me and him were able to create a calculation that's 100% to about every single time. It's about 80% divided by 40 plus 20. What was it? It was 47% off. It was 47% off every time. Around there. So basically what happens is you just have to prograde, or sorry, radial out or radial in, and then you'll get your Neptune. So you'll just radial out or radial in just a little bit, and you'll have Neptune. And it's really crazy, it works, which is really incredible. The way this works, you see Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Mercury, right? These all have windows. The Venus window, for instance, is January 27th to January or February 3rd, right? These are the two window points. You can't get to Venus any other way. You take off in December, you'll never touch Venus ever, no matter what. You can't just wait in orbit around the sun and you're just gonna have Venus one. No, that's not how it works. You're a month, a day, an hour, whatever, late, you'll never be able to get an encounter. That's how realistic rocket science is. Kerbal Space Program is realistic in some aspects, but rocket science is the real deal. You will find yourself having to literally study real STEM science and real rocket science, and it's really not rocket science. It's not hard. Rocket science is pretty simple, and it's really fun. It's really fun, and if you're a scientific person, you'll love it. We have also Marcus House inside of this Discord. Can you believe it? It's insane. Marcus House joined our Discord, which is nuts, right? The Marcus House. Everybody's saying, hey, Marcus, 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 hey, Marcus. The Marcus House is in our Discord. And that is so cool, dude. Dude's a giant YouTuber. If you don't know who he is, he's Marcus House. He's like way over 1 million subscribers. Amazing. Marcus is in the house. And it tears to my heart of joy. Amazing. But yeah, you don't have rocket science, you're stupid, dude. I'm just gonna say. It's $20 on Steam, you're getting like a... And look at that, he made a little video. He made a video of him going to Mars. The Marcus House made a little video. What a freaking amazing thing. But anyway. Join this Discord. It's full of me, Marcus House, and just a bunch of other loving people that are amazing. I hope to see you here. And the only way to get in this Discord, unfortunately, is to buy the game and hit the little Discord button in the main menu. And then ask me 100 questions. And then if you guys go to my... Or you go to the mods and... Sorry, mods and workshop. No. Or is it tools? Tools. Where are you at? Screenshots. Oh, I can't show you the internal QA. Nope, that's private stuff. Where are you? Mods, workshops, and help. Okay. Right here, sorry. Under mods and community is helpful tips thread. And I have written an entire book, okay? And made small videos, okay? Explaining everything for you. So I talk about how to manage your game saves. I talk about how to update patch note errors if there are any problems. I talk about what all of these mean, how to use them. I talk about a lot of what each component does, I explain how a reaction wheel works mathematically. Talk about that. I talk about RCS systems, how to use them. And it's a very, very good thread. So if you're brand new to the game, you're brand new, you say you're new to Kerbal, say you're new to Rocket Science, well, skip Kerbal and go straight into Rocket Science. You'll be addicted, you'll be hooked. And I can't wait to see you here. And I have, like I said, a Mars rocket tournament going on now. It's really special to me. And I'm giving away free money for the winner. So whoever can make the best, most efficient rocket to go to Mars will get a cash prize. And so you can find that in the videos and streams and on my YouTube channel as well. You can see the Rocket Science Mars competition details on how to enter, how to win. If you're brand new to Rocket Science and you want to get started on it, ask me questions. And watch my entire tutorial series on YouTube. I have an entire tutorial series on YouTube right here. So if you go to my videos section and you go to my playlists, Rocket Science tutorials, welcome to mine. There's 3 tutorials out already, and we talk about moon, how to get to the moon, Rocket Science orbit essentials, Rocket Science building essentials, and stuff like that. So this is important for you as a noob to watch my videos so you can understand how to play. And you subscribe to Rocket Science. And all these people here, game review for Rocket Science, gameplay, Rocket Science early access trailer, orbiting Earth, so I've taken kind of the king. Wait. I haven't seen this one.
That feels a lot like Kerbal Space Program. I guess I got given this Steam key by the developer for this game here. Apparently, this is like a spaceship. Hold on. So apparently, this is like a spaceship building game like Kerbal Space Program, but has a more realistic style. Alright, let's see here. Universal Furry Empire. No, I don't need tutorial. Time warp buttons, just like Kerbal Space Program. And this is the spacecraft assembly building, I'm guessing. I guess I can try making a simple rocket. What the hell? Where's the thruster? I guess I want parachute with it as well. Is there any aerodynamics? Oh, do we have procedural stuff on this in this game here? Mirror symmetry. I don't know how to get the symmetry to work here.
You should have done this
I'll
tutorial.
just add some wings then. I guess I can just add like wings to the... Yeah, this should be fine, right? I guess I can add a third one for yaw control. Why is it so dark? Hold on. Let's speed up time here. There we go. That's more like it. Launch. I don't have any control. The wings are not there. Oh, wait a second. We do have some level of controls. I'm guessing that's using the reaction wheel. Can we go faster here? We're in outer space. Is there any orbital view? Hold on. Where's the orbital? M?
You should have done the tutorial.
So I'm guessing the main appeal of this game compared to Kerbal Space Program is that it's the physical world solar system, and I guess all the distance between the planets and stuff are very accurate as well. That's pretty cool. That's the moon 370,000 kilometers away from us. Oh, maneuvering notes. Really? Let's check the distraction. I'm not gonna open my parachute. Hold on. Open parachute. Wait, what? Well. Oh. The ground seems very barebone as well. So we have different cockpits and stuff as well. Oh, that's pretty cool. There's like a small shuttle or whatever. So it seems we have like a lot of the features from Kerbal Space Program. I do like this feature though. You can choose what kind of fuel you want in your fuel tanks. Doesn't really tell us what the fuel are though. Oh, we get turboprop engine. Who needs a rudder anyway? Fly. Hold on. What the hell? Alright, I put on more wheels. This should be fine now. Come on. Come on. Hold on. Maybe we need smaller engines. And that's more like it. We do have a flight computer. Come on. 25 meters per second. Oh, there we go. Hold on. We don't seem to have a first-person view as well.
Not
I
good.
didn't put that engine over there, what the hell? Oh, that's from the previous launch. What's going on? What the hell? But yeah, well, this game is kind of janky and a little bit unpolished compared to KSP. The game is only $10 on Steam, I think. If you want Kerbal Space Program with like the physical world solar system and you don't mind the jankiness and you have like money to spend, then I guess this can be like a decent game. But if you want a more polished experience, definitely just get Kerbal Space Program. Even though it's gonna take a lot more effort to install mods or whatever to get like the physical world solar system on Kerbal Space Program. Keep in mind though that this game is developed by a single developer, so maybe if you want to support indie developers who are creating space games or competitors to Kerbal Space Program, then well, you can support them by buying this game. It's only 10 gigabytes as well, so. Oh, here we go again. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to the gameplay that I can do right now. Say, that's rocket science. You guys can find the link in the description below. Thanks to the developer for giving me the Steam key for this game.
So, try like one thing I don't love about the people we give the game to, a lot of them, is they don't try to actually play it. They just derp around for like 5 minutes and then they say it's trash. and then they leave. I mean, listen, I get it. You know, you're just trying to make a YouTube video to make another YouTube video, you know? I get it. But it's like, it's so much better. KSP is so much better at being less polarizing because of how stupid it is and how derpy it is. This game is a niche for sure.
So I went up this video in my YouTube recommended for about 2 weeks. About so I'm going to go to one-time symmetry, and you can see it sort of behaves as you'd expect, right? If we now go to 2, you know, in KSP 1, barely reaching.
And another thing is that I don't like is how everybody compares this game to KSP. You see, KSP, it uses real measurements that we would use in any rocket game. So, of course, it's all going to feel the same. Because it's what it is. But KSP makes a less complicated version of it. So it's like, I just, it frustrates me, you know, that it's like people don't realize that. They think, oh, well, KSP and this are the same because there's retrograde. There's retrograde and there's target, there's anti-target, there's normal, anti-normal, there's all of those modes in real life. So it's like, it's not KSP, it's real life, you know? KSP's copying off of how we do this in real life. So it's not like KSP is, you know, designed that. Yeah, it's existed for years, decades before KSP. So it's kind of frustrating.
Charge. I got pretty close. I got down to about here on the resources bar. The other thing is, these are sort of the information panels. This is like, you sort of get this stuff with Kerbal Engineer or MechJeb, but this stuff comes sort of in the base game. Obviously, pressure not that useful when you get into space, and general itself isn't even that much useful. And resources, the electricity is the only one in the game. The fuels don't turn up. I haven't tried RCS yet. We'll probably turn up there as well. But this is sort of the look of it. As you can see, it looks very much like KSP2. The visual fidelity is way higher. So you've got, you know, bokeh, and is that bokeh? This stuff. As you've got planet.
And another thing is KSP2 literally copied off of our game. They literally ripped files from our game. They ripped a rover model. They ripped our atmospheric pressure plume for their atmosphere. That glow you see here, this glow here, is the ozone layer. They took the ozone layer out of our game. So I mean, before, okay, KSP2 even existed, rocket science looked like this. I'm just telling you the truth. KSP2, before it existed, rocket science looked like this. So, take that for how you want to take that. And I don't find it to be a coincidence.
And you may notice my computer does not like me pointing at the planet. I just circle it a little bit. Versus if I go out here, it's way smoother. I believe this is because the game is using multi-threading for planetary surfaces. It can't remember if it's the CPU or the GPU that's doing this. In KSP2, it's the GPU that does the surface rendering. this is a single developer pretty much who's made this. So to have something with the same visual fidelity as KSP2 with a marked performance improvement, because this is not 5 FPS, which is what KSP2 was giving me on this computer. I uninstalled it because it takes up so much space. I can't bother to re-download it for this. But it was noticeably worse than this. So I'm going to do a launch of a Test Flight 6 rocket, because I think it's worth having an actual look as to what it looks like to do that. But so again, this is the launch site here. It takes a second to load in, but again, the frame rate here is way better than KSP2. For KSP2, I basically would only fly in a map view, and it would still be about 14 FPS at best. The map view here is very nice and responsive. And an interesting point here, again, you can see the default here. There are these two, there's one. You can see here the throttle is the same controls as KSP1, shift to control, and even for the jump, so Z to full, X to 0. So we keep that full, and up and then down. If you look in the tooltips on in the builder, you'll see that these have like thrust limits, so they'll only go from 5 to 100%, for example. I haven't noticed that being an actual implemented factor yet. So you can still burn your engines at super low, like you can in KSP1 and 2. But again, something like mods like Realism Overhaul will remove the ability to do, because it's not realistic. Most engines have a minimum throttle somewhere in them. So again, we can see the same thing that KSP1 does, which stacks up your stages, and then when they're active, they sort of split out here. You can also see the fuel icons here to sort of illuminate things. You'll also see delta V numbers for each stage. This is something obviously KSP1 did not get until very, very late in its cycle, and this comes with them by default, which is really useful. You do have to mouse over these things to see the extra information. The touch to weight ratio is obviously quite a useful one, because it's not really illustrated. It will show it red if it's below 1, but that doesn't really help you because it's not like flagged like having the wrong fuel is. But then again, KSP1, none of these things are shown at all. You'd have to manually calculate the delta V, and thrust to weight ratio is pretty much a guess, at least in the earlier versions of the game. So let's give this a shot. So one of the other differences with this game is the time warp. So there are no action groups. The time warp boxes are the 1 to 9 or 1 to 0. And the other thing, you can physics warp up to 10 times in this game by default. Again, this is something that KSP1 requires mods to do. Better time warp will let you go up to 10 times physics warp. But now obviously we come up to the booster separation here. You kind of want to be prograde for this. As you can see, I'm currently not going to do progrades. When I stage, everything explodes. There are fairings in this game, but they are very difficult to use, and I've not had any luck, which is why this rocket doesn't have any. One of the other things that's noticeably different is you have to right click, you have to left click on these parts to get the menu to come up, not left click like you would in KSP1. It doesn't do anything. I don't think these solar panels can be destroyed. But it's the KSP1, if you have too much atmosphere, they'll be destroyed. You can also stage accidentally. In fact, the tutorial for this building specifically says check your staging. there is, if you go to escape, there is obviously, it's not actually implied very much. Assembly shop is revert to vehicle assembly building, and space center is just go to the map center. So if you click this, it will undo this flight and take you back. That's not actually explained anywhere. I had to figure this out.
Not anymore.
We can't really talk about KSP-like games without referencing Juno, formerly Simple Rockets 2. The thing is, Juno has some features that KSP 1, 2, or Rocket Science don't have. Obviously, one of them is their scripting system, which I've never really used. I've preferred to use KOS for KSP 1. But also, some of the editing stuff is a lot different. So for Juno, you drag around with the right mouse, but obviously in KSP 1 and Rocket Science and in KSP 2,
Hi, I am Valeria Rugin from NB Games. Today I'm gonna show you an exclusive review of Rocket Science Foundation update, which is already available on Steam. I've made a lot of changes into core systems of the game, and I'm really excited to see what everyone thinks. So let's just get right into it. In Rocket Science Foundation update, you will experience a new fundamental system, thermodynamics. It not only adds depth to the gameplay by interacting with every other system in the game, but also affects how you build your ships and how you fly them. Every part of your spacecraft will receive and lose heat from different sources. Fail to strike a thermal balance and disaster awaits you. There are plenty of heat producers, working engines, parts that consume electricity, the sun, planets, and of course re-entry. However, you will have tools to dissipate thermal energy using radiation, convection and conduction, and keep your craft safe. To provide all the necessary information that will help you to make decisions, I completely reworked the rocket part window system. Right-click on the part and this window will open. It has received visual updates and contains much more information than before. You will find part tooltip from assembly shop here, status icons, and most importantly, part skin and internal temperatures. Not only that, but you can open multiple instances of these windows. And, for example, if you pause time, then send commands to several parts, and then unpause, they will be executed simultaneously. If you click on several identical parts while holding Alt, you may send multiple commands at the same time. Back to thermodynamics. The most requested feature is finally in the game. Your spacecraft will get very hot on re-entry and probably burn to the ground. But the good news is that debris will also burn up while entering the atmosphere. So, situations when you can't use time warp and need to wait a few minutes while your spent boosters fall to the ground will be far less common. All atmosphere models were extended above Kármán's line. So, even if your spacecraft is above this line and not in the physics simulation already, it still receives heat from small atmospheric pressure out there. Be careful to leave spacecraft in low planet's orbit without any attention. By the way, you can pin any node tooltip on the map using right click and it will stay there even if you close and open it again. You can pin target tooltip in flight mode too. I hope this will make your life easier. Let's talk about assembly improvements. You can now tooltip in flight mode too. I hope this will make your life easier. Right click and it will stay there even if you close it still receives heat from small atmospheric pressure out there. Be careful to leave spacecraft in low planet's orbit without any attention. By the way, you can pin any node tooltip on the map using right click and it will stay there even if you close and open it again. You can pin target tooltip in flight mode too. I hope this will make your life easier. Let's talk about assembly improvements. You can now change some properties of rocket part models, like amount of fuel, state or trigger conditions. And yes, attachments on already placed parts can finally be changed too. Look at that beauty. You no longer need to manually switch to select mode to change part configuration. Just right click on the part and properties panel will be opened. Left click anywhere else and you will return to grab mode and may continue to build your spacecraft. Rocket stages now support undo redo, and you can change the root part of Rocket or any other part grouped while in select mode. Fins are proper aerodynamic surfaces now and can be used to control the rocket if you set up them correctly. Hive edges now support undo redo, and you can change the root part of Rocket or any other part grouped while in select mode. Fins are proper aerodynamic surfaces now and can be used to control the rocket if you set up them correctly. I've added a new fuel pair, kerosene and liquid oxygen, and several engines that use it. All fuel tanks can be fueled with this pair too. I've also changed all engine flame effects. It not only depends on the size of the engine, but on fuel pair too, and has variations between engine models. There are many more smaller changes, I will touch on just a few of them. You can turn on and off reaction wheels, disable or send any prop core into hibernation to save some electricity. Note that spacecraft will not process any commands until you bring the prop core out of hibernation. Solar panel electricity production now depends on distance to the sun. To compensate, I've added 2 more detects. All restrictions on rotation angle on attached parts were removed. It violates socket system rules a bit, but provides much more design space. Reset all stages algorithm was significantly improved. All tutorial windows can be dragged now. Information related to thermodynamics, such as maximum internal and skin temperatures, area and volume, has been added to part tooltip. There are much more changes and bug fixes in this update. You can find them in the patch notes on Steam. This update is so big and almost every game system was affected by changes, so bugs are expected. If you encounter any, you can leave them on Discord, Steam forums, or email them to me. That's all for today. I hope you will have a great time in Rocket Science Foundation update. Have a nice flight.
Yeah, that's right, Arjun. That's right, Arjun. I love it. I love rocket science. Whoa. But anyway, I'm gonna go eat my breakfast now. I got here, the internet's back up, and then we'll go play some first-person shooters, I guess, and go rage at hackers. Sick! See you in please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch and Twitter, and well, my Twitter is kind of personal. I mean, you don't want to probably follow me there. I'm mainly just flaming people and having fun on Twitter. Don't go to my Twitter if you like me. You won't like me if you go to my Twitter, because I'm very blunt on my Twitter. I expose a lot of racism, terrorists, and criminals, bad people, very polarizing posts. So yeah, I have an audience on Twitter that's separate than this. So, sick. Peace. Thank you guys. There's a clip farm of just a billion years of just funny stuff. Go have at it. Have fun. If you're on YouTube watching the live stream, subscribe. And you want to talk to me, go to Twitch and then type. That's how you talk to me. And I'll read YouTube chat. And then if you're on Twitch and you want to go to see my YouTube videos, I have long form content and shorts. Peace.